Hey guys, what's going on? So, we have hit level 80, which in Honkai Impact 3rd is the max level. And that's been a huge goal of mine ever since I started playing pretty much. So we'll start this video off by talking about what happens when you hit level 80. It's not much, to be honest, but there are definitely a few things. So, the main thing for me was the base. So, the Honkai Power Core caps out at, I believe it was 35, at level like 79, and then once you get to 80, you can get that up all the way to 45. I assume it says out of 45 there. So until you get to level 80, there are like 10 levels of the Honkai Power Core you can't access. So that's really nice. We could almost finish that actually. That's really cool because currently I have a lot of stuff upgraded that I can't even really use. Mostly my refinery has taken a hit. Yeah, I have like, literally nothing unlocked or activated there because I wanted all my Valks to have their buffs. Besides that, of course, you can't level up anymore, but at least the experience you are still getting is going to something, and we'll check that out real quick. We're gonna be doing Moonlight Waltz here. Need some of those moon fragments. All right, so done with that, we can hit quit, and you'll see we get like some extra coins up here on our experience bar, 35, 25 for those 25 stamina. So, I mean, it's not a ton, but like, at least experience still does something. We can't level up anymore, but we still get some extra coins, which is cool. Besides that, you can max out your Valks. You can get them all up to level 80 and not have to level them up anymore. You don't really have to worry about conserving chips when all your main Valks and the ones you're using are already level 80 anyway. And of course, you can also max out all their skills. Granted, the Valk is triple S. So now that I'm level 80, I need new goals. I already have a few in mind. My two main goals at the moment are getting triple S Night Squire and double S Umbral Rose. I'm very close with Night Squire, 187 out of 200. I went ahead and used all of my Witch's Orbs on getting his fragments so I can get him there a little bit faster. I keep saying him, I'm sorry. It's his it's her outfit, and the fact, unless you like really look hard, she doesn't have, I mean, I'm sorry, Night Squire. It's also her name, Night Squire. It kind of sounds a little bit masculine. I don't know why it's so hard for me, because every Valk is female. Everyone. There are no husbandos. But yeah, those are basically my goals. The other thing isn't really a goal, but just something more I'm looking forward to, and that is eventually when God Kiana's Stigmata set comes back in Focused. I think that might still take a little while, but kind of makes her complete then, best in slot. And I mean, she's doing fine. I still use her for a lot of things, like probably most things actually, because she's still one of my strongest Valks. But having her best in slot would mean I actually have a best in slot Valk, and so I can finally start doing some good stuff. Also, I know Isaac Newton B is probably not really good. I heard it's better for a support when you're doing like some QTE rotations or whatever. But I went ahead and caved and got Isaac Newton B from the Exchange House, I believe it's called, yeah. And that's awesome. It's really awesome. I'm still kind of a noob at a lot of the meta rotations and such, and I don't even have a lot of the Valks. The Exchange Shop, it is called now. I've been checking this every day looking for May M since I finally had those 6,000 resonators, but a lot of people in my Discord server were saying, well, Isaac Newton B. You should get Isaac Newton B. And like 2 days later, I found Isaac Newton B there and I was like, okay, whatever, I'm sick of waiting for May M. And yeah, Newton does have I think a bigger multiplier than May M. And also I think it can be a little bit more versatile because the enemy will still have that once you switch it out. So you could put Isaac Newton B, again, like on Dimension Breaker or something, and then swap out to your DPS and they'll still take that extra damage. But the thing with May M is it's in the M spot, and I don't have almost any offensive M stigmatas. I have enough T and B, just no M. That's the main reason I wanted May M. We also have these events going on, Homeworld, and Pirate Ship. I finished the requirements to get this stigmata. Looks actually pretty interesting, but yeah, I'll be honest, that felt a little bit more like an obligation than a fun event. I don't know, there's just nothing super interesting about it. We will be getting a couple more in a couple days, so we'll see about those. Also, I guess I figured out how Helheim Hunt works. Yeah, it's kind of like open world-ish, and these little bosses are kind of like urgent missions, except when you kill one, they give like a buff to the rest of the bosses. So I think that's pretty interesting. I actually like doing that. We also got a new time swirl stage, although I believe that was a little while ago. But I kind of really want to get the IM version of this as well, because that's another offensive IM, 30% physical damage when combo hit exceeds 40. Of course, that multiplier will go a lot higher once it's maxed. I beat the first 2 floors of this stuff. We can't even check out the next one. I'm still stuck on the hair share files though. Melee elemental damage. I tried with 6 Serenade. I mean, I might be able to do it. We can try it real quick just so we can have a little bit of gameplay actually in here. We can also play a bit with our new Isaac Newton there. Doesn't really need to be on God Kiana because will be a little bit useless here. Bad thing is these stages usually take an eternity, so it'll probably have to be like cut up anyway. But yeah, we're just gonna try. Maybe we'll switch out to her. Get that buff going on there, even though it's kind of like, yeah, I kind of want to switch out to the Psychic now anyway. I mean, we can do the QTE, that's super powerful, like even if we have the elemental disadvantage right now. Do a QTE up in there. So we got through the first wave actually pretty quick, but I mean, it gets a lot harder starting now. So do a little bit of this, a little bit of try and get that shield broken so we can get another QTE in there. Okay, you don't have a shield. QTE. Yeah, her QTE is so strong. Die, what the hell? Oh yeah, I think this was it. There's all this fire damage here, and I need to do like ultimate evasions to stop it from burning me to death. But like when I'm trying to just focus on evasions, then it's like I'm just standing there and dying and waiting for them to attack. So it's kind of have to have like a balance. I don't think that was an ultimate evasion. Let's get someone else in there that has their ultimate evasion off cooldown. Oh, I forgot to evade. I'm dying. Someone hit me. Oh, did we do it? Was that it? I thought it was... Okay. I mean, either that Stigmata is really, really strong, or... No, but I tried it only like a week ago, and I'm pretty sure I just ended up running out of time, not dying to the fire. Okay, well that's cool. Don't really... Well, yeah, actually. I've been upgrading some Stigmatas and stuff, so... I have run a little bit lower on those and not have 60 anymore. As far as the new Abyss is coming along, it's pretty good. I can't get past the 3rd floor, which is unfortunate. It's still enough to retain at least. I guess everyone else is also having problems. I don't mind being stuck in agony. It's all right for me. It's kind of casual. Maybe once I get God Kiana's full set going, it'll be a little bit easier. Maybe I can even maintain Red Lotus. We'll see about that. I like it more than the normal Abyss though, because it doesn't take as long. And of course, we got Chapter 9 as well. Half of it's still locked until the 20th, which is in like 2 days. And then, you know, a week later for the last bit there. Mainly looking forward to that so I can farm even more Umbral Rose fragments. Because once Night Squire is done, I am going to basically just be doing Umbral Rose until she's double S, and then I might consider going for like Wolf's Dawn. Been thinking about that for some support because I have a lot of good elementals and we get like some extra elemental damage when she's double S. But yeah, so it's been about a year, I would say, since I first started, maybe a little bit less. And then if you don't count the like 2 or 3 month break I took somewhere in the middle, it's probably more around 8 to 9 months that I've actually been playing. And no matter how much I play, I cannot get over the fact that this is a mobile game. I mean, yeah, there are some pretty glaring reminders such as the stamina system, the gacha loot crate system, which is actually apparent in a lot of PC games now too, but the graphics, the fluidity, the detail is just so un-mobile-like, I would say. The gameplay, everything. It's by far the most beautiful mobile game I've ever played, and I've played a lot before and since I've started playing this. What eventually made me take the break though was kind of the opposite of what usually the problem is, and that's like boredom, not having anything to do. The problem here was that there was too much to do. I didn't know what to do, because at that point I didn't really have any like solid goals in mind that I really wanted to go for. Now I do, and it's extremely important, I think, especially in this game where you can easily get like lost and confused and don't know what you should be going for, to have a solid goal in mind. And also allowing myself to be okay with just dropping 110 stamina or whatever on a base adventure if at the end of the day I don't want to play anymore. I'm not going to force myself to. Hitting level 80 didn't change much at all, to be honest. Nothing special happened, but it's cool to be there and to max out my Valk's level and their skill points. Granted, they're also triple S. I kind of doubt we'll see a level cap improved, although that would be kind of nice too. But just from 70 to 80 took like, I have no idea how long. I was already past 70 when I started playing again, like 2 or 3 months ago. I was probably like 72 or so, 73, I forgot. But yeah, I was already up there and took a lot longer to get to level 80. But I'm not too sure if that'll happen anytime soon, if ever. But yeah, this is one of the only games where I've ever put down for more than a week and then picked back up. I mean, it was like a 2 or 3 month break and then I picked it back up. That almost never happens. Once I put a game down, it's down and I move on to find a new one. But this is so unique, and I've actually made a few friends here and in my Discord server. Also, my girlfriend started playing, so I guess that's probably another reason. I also have a love-hate relationship with how complex everything can be, because there really aren't like set in stone classes. I mean, we can call Dimension Breaker a support, we can call Yamabuki Armor a support, we can call God Kiana a DPS. There are so many different skills and skills within skills and stigma combinations and weapon choices and teammate choices with their own skills and stigmata choices and weapon choices that it's practically endless. I mean, yeah, there are some like meta teams and meta combinations with weapons and stigmatas and people that'll tell you to put this on them and then do this with that and do the rotations like this, and yeah, sure, you can do that. I usually like to experiment myself, which usually doesn't end up very well and I just do poorly forever. But when I get desperate enough, then yeah, I'll just go with whatever meta stuff I can if I would happen to have it, which I usually don't. Some say some Valks are bad, some say some Valks are good, blah blah blah. It's just, yeah, I love it because it gives the game a lot of variance, but I hate it because it makes it so damn complicated. But those are pretty much my thoughts after hitting level 80. Make sure to tell me what you think about the game, about the video, or whatever else thoughts you want to have in the comments down below. Leaving a like if you happen to enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching. And until next time.